Hey guys, what's going on? Draax here, back with another learning modded Minecraft for you guys today. We are here in my world and we are going to be doing some pretty cool stuff if you do ask me. What we're going to be doing today is actually doing some mob farming. So what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to breed these guys automatically, and then I want to be able to move them over to another pen where they can grow up. Once these guys have babies, they can grow up, and then eventually they will get slaughtered, and I will be able to have meat. Because right now I'm pretty much living on bread, and it's not quite cutting it for me. You know, I need a little bit of meat in my diet. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. First thing that I'm gonna want to use is something called a breeder, and that is incredibly loud, at least to me. I don't know if it is to you. Shush. I'm actually gonna turn down the friendly creatures as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a breeder, and what the breeder is going to do is it's going to allow me to breed these animals without really having to do anything. So it's going to be fed items, and I actually have one right there. And what we're going to do is how big did I make this pen? I only made it 6. So we're actually going to come back, and I just want to make it just a little bit bigger. I wanted to make it 7. Breeder, we'll put that down, and then I'll come in here and I'll be able to grab these without too much hassle. And what else I'm doing here is actually putting a fence up and over this, because I don't want them to be able to escape. So alright, so the front of the breeder has this little cross pattern on it, and you can see it takes wheat or whatever, you know, I might be breeding with. It also requires some power, and you have a work timer and a idle timer. So what we're going to need to do next is I'm going to need to go and get my power cables and run some power over to this bad boy right over here. So here I got some hardened Fluix ducts. I think what I'm going to do is we are going to just kind of dig down here a little bit. Haha, yeah, check that out. We were really close. Wow. That was a heck of a lot closer than actually I expected. But I want to come off of this line over here. You know, I don't want to come off this line that's feeding everything else. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I want to just go ahead and dig through here. All the way back, like so. And I'm probably going to need some more hardened flux ducts, but hey, we should be okay for the moment. Yep, definitely going to need some more. Alright, let me grab those. Alright, so I have some more flux duct here, so let's go ahead and just run that over. Very nice. So we should see power. Very nice. Let's see if we have any wheat grown. Aha, there we go. There's a little bit more. Not too much right now, but we will, you know, solve this issue in the future. But now, if I go ahead and take this and put it in, we should see some hearts probably form over these guys once they kind of walk into range here a little bit. Let's see, we got, yep, okay, we had 2 of them. They both went. Where'd a baby? Where'd a baby? I don't see no baby. Not entirely sure what happened there. Maybe it died? But that's what should happen. Let me take a look here. Yeah, breeder needs MJ, but only draws power to do an action. Okay, well, maybe something weird happened, but it does do a 5x5 range in front of it, so it should hit everything in this pen. Maybe it was just a little bit of latency issues, but what we're actually going to do now, in between this, is I'm going to put down what's called a chronotyper. And then what this does is it's got a couple of different sides to it. You can see there. But it can move the babies or adults. So once I get a nice buffer in this pen over here, I can hook this guy up. And what it'll do is it'll, whenever that side breeds and produces a baby, it'll move it over to this pen where it will be able to grow up and be used in my slaughterhouse that I didn't make yet. So yeah, that's we're gonna wait. I'm gonna get some cedars here and we'll be back. Alright guys, so another thing I just did was lay down some sewers, and what these do is they collect sewage over time. And basically sewage is good for creating fertilizer. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna grab some fluid ducts. And we're going to just come back over here. I'll probably have to make some more. Oh, hey, cow. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect these up. Oh, I did run out. I am going to have to make some more. All right, let me do that, and I'll be right back. All right, so what I did there is I connected up all these systems together, so any sewage that goes in, it's going to just run into a composter. And I'm going to put that right there, so we should see sewage come in, and it will get power. So over time, as it collects sewage, it's actually going to create fertilizer. And what we're going to need to do from there is I'm actually going to have to take my flux ducts and run that fertilizer to these actual fertilizing machines. So what we can do is I'm probably not going to do it on the tree farm because the tree farm is actually running phenomenally right now. But I probably will run it on this little wheat farm right now because we are not producing that much. You can see we've got 4 cows in there. I think one of them escaped, so we can actually grab him. Where'd you go, man? Oh, there was one in here. I don't know where he went. But we can actually grab the one that, well, never mind. But we could have put him back with a safari ball. I made one of these single-use safari balls. They just allow you to pick up mobs and move them. So yeah, this guy should be right here. Yep, and he is actually going to need power and an input. So it's kind of unfortunate, but hey, what are you going to do? Just take that, and then we will just plop that right on there. So now he's getting power. He's not going to be able to do anything just yet, but we also have our item ducts that I should be able to just plop on the side here and run over to there. Now that will connect up, and I don't want this to accept anything really. So what I want it to go from there is over here. And then we'll grab a couple more and just run them up. All right, so I just caught a piece of the industrial fertilizer coming through. We actually want to put the item ducts back. So there we go. We've got item ducts in place. So once we get another piece, we will be all set. But if I come up here, we're going to whitelist this industrial fertilizer. And we can go ahead and put it in. And it gets used relatively quickly. But maybe, just maybe... Yeah, I don't think we'll see anything happen yet. It's probably like wheat where it, or like bone meal where it just does a tick on something. So, you know, over time, this system will actually probably create quite a bit for us. But for right now, you know, it's got a little bit to go yet. So another thing that I might do is I might move this nullifier down below because this guy is going to create some sludge as well. But there's also a machine that we can get into a little later that allows us to use that sludge for something helpful. But there's our cow back. I just put him back. So like I said, I'm going to wait a minute until I can get some more cedar cows, probably about 20 or so, and then we'll start in on everything. All right, so we've got quite a few cedar cows over here. We've got a ton of baby cows as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and hook that up. So now we should be moving the baby cows over. If we come back up, all of them should probably be, yep, exactly where they need to be. Very nice. So now when this guy, when they actually all grow up, this guy right here will start to kill them. And then from there, it's actually, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember too much from this, but we'll kind of watch it as it goes. But it should do a couple of things. It should create this meat sludge, liquefied meat, and then some pink slime. But it's also going to give us the drops that we need from these guys, if I'm not mistaken. So that should be something that we can get as well. So if I just put that on there, that should put in the leather and the meat that we get from them. And then once we get some meat, we will deal with that. All right, so I've been over here doing this, and I've been watching. I've actually got 636 meat liqueformed. So we're going to take a fluid duct here. Just pop that puppy on there. It goes in there. And so eventually, actually I need to hook this up to power. Like so. And now we should be getting raw meat ingots. So what I actually think I might do as well is I might cycle this back over to this system and actually run it through a furnace. Or maybe I might make another furnace. But if we take these, we can run them through a furnace. And we get some cooked meat ingots, and we can just eat them just like that. So these, I think, are about like a steak, so that's not too bad. So yeah, that's how we automated the farming process of cows and are able to get a nice, hearty, and delicious meal from them each time they go through. So over time, this thing will just keep on trucking, and we will have plenty of meat ingots to go around. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's a little long, probably, maybe, I don't know, edits. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you want to see me do next, and I will make it happen.